Guys, your Super Commandos for the Big Brother Naija season 11. The show yourself season is Barry and Sheba. A round of applause here. Anywho, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, please hit the like, hit subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on your bell notification for all your Big Brother Niger, Big Brother and Sassy, for all your updates, guys. Now let's talk about this. Oh, how many of you remembered last season? In fact, tonight's own was a bit fair. I'm looking at it like the games were not that tough like I expected, because last season Dede and this young man did a lot. Dede and Faith. Oh, Dr. Faith. I remember Dr. Faith today, guys. I remember Dr. Faith today. I'm like, ha! Dr. Faith would have just nailed this thing. Do you know that none of these people even finished the puzzle? But I think Big Brother gave to the ones who he felt like at least we are close. Despite they did not finish the puzzle, but they were close to it. It's so emotional, Barry and Sheba, that hug. Do you know at a point I felt Barry and Sheba has issues, because when Big Brother told them you can ask your neighbor, he didn't ask Sheba, oh, he ran to Flora. And Biggie was like, is that person your neighbor? He had to go back. Is there anything between Shiba and Barry? Did they have an issue? But I was surprised to see them hug tightly. Anywho, let's get right into this, guys. Tonight's game is one of its kind. You guys should remember last season it was the same, almost like the same game, but I think there was one they didn't bring, because I think Faith and Dede came back and they had to search for that thing. They were in the arena before they later went back to the house. I can't really remember, but I know it seemed their own was tougher than tonight's own. So the housemates has taken turn to do this game. The first round and made it to the second round. The second round was where I gave a lot of the housemates who made it to the second round a tough time. Moving the string up, of course, it does not need to touch. Once it touches, guys, you are not going to fool Big Brother by saying, no, it didn't touch. It will make a sound. Once it touches, the alarm will ring and you have to start afresh all over. Can you guys see Charm's face? Charm is a very good person. Charm is a good boy. Apart from that, he talks sometimes. He's a good person. You see how happy he was for Shiba. If I round down to bring you guys these GCGs, I know they'll be babazing and celebrating on the biggest house. So they took turns to do Yusuf, Blutopia, Flora. At the end of the second round, four housemates made it to the final rounds. There we have Flora, Chisum Choka, Barry, and Shiba. Honestly, I have to tell you guys the truth. I didn't want Chisum Choka to win, though I had wanted Flora, because being a Gambit, she's been feeling so bad lately. So I think I was like, okay, this young lady needed something that would cheer her up. She hasn't won HOA, she hasn't won anything, but let the best gamer win, because it will be like you are siding somebody, or you are kind of like defending, or you have a favorite. No, they are all in biggest house to play the game. They are all in biggest house to seek brighter future, or let me put it that way, greener pastures. So let the best gamer win. So they had moved to that arena. Chisom and Flora are in one part, while Shiba and Barry are in the other part. So they needed to fix the puzzle. In the puzzle, we have locking, fire on, locking, fire on. Do you guys understand? So that was how they kept on, trying to get the puzzle correctly. It was not an easy thing. I know one thing with that puzzle, it may seem like, oh, you have gotten it, especially when you have gotten the fire on. It may appear like, oh, I already have it, but not, you don't have. Because Chisom Chuka was he said he had finished though. He had to raise his hand. Biggie was like, no, you are not done. Because he finished at the quickest time, but it was incorrect. So when he raised up his hand, Biggie told him, no, 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 no. You did not still get it correctly. So he had to start afresh, guys. It was not an easy thing. So at a point, Biggie had to tell them, go ask your neighbor. Like, you can find out from your neighbor. So Chisom can find out from Flora. Flora can still check with some Chisom Chuka. Then Barry can check with Shiba. Shiba can check with Barry. But one thing I loved, Shiba was so focused. Like she was so focused. That girl is really driven. She's really determined to. She knows why she's on the game, guys. When you're this is a game and you know what is involved, you have to give it your all, no matter what you're doing. I know you have to balance love, hustling, everything, but there is time for everything, honestly. And I love the way she puts in her all. You can imagine HOH now. You've won a tax. Yesterday they didn't win, and it was kind of like it pained them so much. But today, guys, massive congratulations to them. So that was how they continued until Biggie asked them to stop. In fact, when Biggie asked them to stop, Flora was trying to disassemble her puzzle. She was trying to start all over. In fact, oh my goodness. Do you guys know that? In fact, it was just God that helped her. She didn't disassemble them. She wanted to like scatter and start all over before the sound of the battle, and the Biggie asked them to hands up, stop whatever you are doing, go back to your seats. So that was how they went back. You guys know how Biggie can waste time. But one thing I really noticed in this sometimes is not in how fast, how well you are going. You can be fast, but you're not smart. I don't know if you guys are getting me. You can be fast, you're not smart. Because here, Chisom Chuka was fast, but you guys can see he made a mess. He was not even close to, in as much as he claimed he had finished. And I believe that's how God wants it, because I know Chisom is one guy I know to be very competitive, and he also needs to be applauded, at least for still making it to the final session or final part, because even day before yesterday on Monday he still made it to the final round. So he also needs to take his flowers. Honestly, it's just some, in as much as we didn't want you to win this again, we give you your flowers for standing out, for being very competitive. And I think it's high time they started nominating you, because you are really a terrible competition in the house. So yeah, that was it. They continued with it. By the time Biggie called them back to come stand by their work, Biggie took time. The camera had to show us each and every of the puzzle. Some you could see that they really got the puzzle, that they really coupled the Super Commando bottle together, while some was just like a mess. So Biggie did a trick on us. Guys, Biggie did a very, very, very weird trick on us. Do you know when they came, he was like that none of them completed their puzzle. However, some of them really got close to. He called Chisom Chuka Flora. Honestly, the housemates were really happy, jubilated. Even me, guys, I was like, hey, Flora, return to your seat. I'm like, what? Hey, that was when nature said, Barry. Guys, honestly, I really had fun watching this. Most times, you see these are games. I can't, to sit down at a place to watch game from beginning to end. But guys, I have to tell you that I literally sat down because it was something I was enjoying. And Big Super Commando is one show that everybody wants to know exactly what's happening, what's going on. Super Commando, who is going to win it? Super Commando, we all want to know, because it's one task that is really known very well. Remember Neo, Sasuke, Cross, Super Commando really stands out. So it's something you really want to watch and see those who made it to the finale, and those who are our Super Commando man and woman fire on. So at the end of the day, when the returned to their seats, Biggie called the ninjas, and the ninjas came and handed them over the scroll. And Biggie asked them to open it and read. It's like, congratulations, yeah, Super Commando, blah, 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 blah. Look behind you, what's you're going to see something. A bottle came out. I think it had something inside of it. Okay. Guys, finally, Sheba and Barry became the Super Commando, male and female, for this season. A massive congratulations to them. If you're not telling them congratulations in the comment section, that means you're not trying it. And people, well, honestly, people didn't believe in Barry. I know so many people didn't believe in Barry, because me too, I was like, what's Barry doing? He was not showing any sign of seriousness. Of course, We all know Chisom to be competitive, so all gaze were on him, all focus. Chisom. Barry was like acting like somebody who was confused. Even when he went to ask Flora, came back to Sheba, he was confused, like he doesn't know what he was doing. Little did we know that that person, his own, seemed like he didn't know what he was doing. It was actually the one who was getting it. So sometimes it's not by being fast. You can actually be slow. Just like it reminded me of the first HOH stuff, or which one was that, where Ricky actually got all the rounds. Like he did so well, but then because he was slow, he was sluggy. So sometimes it's also good to be fast and smart at the same time. Yeah, you can be fast and be smart. But if you're just fast and you're doing rubbish, that's how it's not going to earn you anything. Massive congratulations to them. And for Flora, don't worry, you are near. Of course, you are near. As long as you've gotten to this point, maybe the time is drawing closer. Your time is gonna come and you're gonna win. I know Chisom will be disappointed, but then Daga, you don't have to be disappointed. You won arena games, okay? Congratulations to them once again. Guys, let me wrap it up here. I'll see you guys in my next update. Bye. Bye. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure to give me a massive thumbs up. I actually got a copyright strike, and since then it has really impacted on my views. Please like so that others can see this video, and let me know who you think is really playing this game so well. I'll see you guys.